How's it going? Thought I'd do a bit of a garden walk around. So sorry about any noise that you're going to get through this. Start up with the wet pots, I think. So this little garden up here is coming along a treat. The little asparagus down there. We've got one, possibly two that aren't going to make it. Other than that, I'm watering it every day, actually 3. Another one down there that was planted with that one next to him looks alright though. So thank you very much for that, Tammy, really appreciate that. And we are going to do a dedicated asparagus bed next year, so very happy. The sweet potato is put on, if you've seen the wet pot clip, the sweet potato is put on a lot of growth. There's new runners and it doesn't wilt at all during the day anymore, it's settled in nicely. Got some new growth on the neem and on the strawberry, guava, and we've got 2 figs on the fig tree, dwarf fig, and the mulberry's been harvested. The girls have stripped it bare, so, and it's put on some new growth as well. So hopefully these guys won't be in the pot any longer than the end of winter next year. So we'll see how they go. If they have to, we'll move them up to half barrels. We'll just see. Harvested one of the clumps of lemongrass. It's the one from that black container over there. Kira's busy mulching up the leftovers for the garden. So I've got 8 pots there. Some have got 2, some have got 1. One of them's got 3 stalks in it. And I actually posted off 3 smaller ones today. 3 smaller pots. I think there was about 2, 4, 5. I think there was 5 plants all up in those guys. So hopefully the recipient gets them to grow nicely down south. P1's doing all right. I think there may be 2 runs of flowers to go, and then it should pretty much all start bulking up in size. Wind's picking up. These zucchinis, they just won't stop. 3 plants we've got, oh actually 4, there's 2 planted together down the back. We're getting zucchini a day easily from these 3 plants. They're just powering on. So we're most happy with it really, we can't complain. We've made up heaps of sauce, gave some away to a friend the other day with some garlic and tomatoes and a couple of white eggplants to make up some ratatouille. Apparently it was very tasty. Marigolds, they're from the community centre. They were thrown in by seeds, and these were the propagated ones we bought from a nursery. So I think, here's one next to it that's shot afterwards. So I'm going to pull all these ones we bought from the nursery, and I'm going to plant a whole heap more seeds. I've got a couple more seed heads. I'm just going to go Johnny Appleseed in the garden, except with marigold, so plant them everywhere. Got some tomatoes popping up in here, and it looks like a Cape gooseberry. Snake beans, the brown seeded ones, starting to flower up. Over here, these snow peas, Leroy de Caboy, have finished. I just have to go and collect all these dry pods now on the seeds. So I'm very happy with that. That'll have to be done first thing tomorrow morning. This is P2. P2's looking beefy. That's a good looking pineapple. Down here we have some seedlings. Undulates. I did a test sowing of undulates and every one of them looks like it's come up. These are the goose egg size orange and purple ones. So they're a great eggplant. I really like them. They stay firm in curries and that sort of thing. So anyway, pigeon pea. We're trying to grow our own green manure. Not green manure, sorry, mulch. So we're going to grow these up to about 6-foot trees and mulch them down. 3 turmeric, passion fruit, the giant passion fruit still haven't made an appearance. Some more pigeon pea at the back, some capsicums that really need to go out. And joy, here's our warrigal green. So we have 1 that has survived. The other 3 haven't germinated, but I was told the other day that they can take quite some time to germinate. From Share the Seed, I just got some alpine strawberry and some heirloom tomato and some perpetual spinach. So thank you very much for that. You know who you are if you're watching. And the raspberry, I let him dry out, but he is putting on some new growth. He really needs to go into a barrel very soon. Tomatillos, these are Sean's purples. Already got some nice capes on there. Some more down in there. These lettuce are going really well. This one's starting to hard up down in here. Mini Lee watermelon's doing well. Potatoes, I'm happy with them. Sorry for being so quick, there's a lot. Kakai pumpkin, this one's starting to turn off colour. I think he's just ripening up. They seem to only have 1 fruit per vine. Who'd have thunk it? So that one over there's actually got 2, but one's stunted. I don't know if you can see him down in there, one's stunted. So I'm thinking he's waiting until that one finishes off. So there you go. Down here we have some galangal. They're left over from the harvest the other day. I've just planted them up, see how they go. We have some pepinos, I've potted them up. We have a fruit fly struck capsicum. I just did an aquaponic update before, so yeah, beetroot's going well. Strawberries are starting to send runners. Just as it heats up here, the strawberry size gets smaller. The seed tape here, I'm wondering whether I should actually pull the clip because I've only got one carrot, and I really don't like to say something works great and then it doesn't. All the other seed tapes we've done and covered with cocoa peat have done fantastic. We've had excellent germination. This one, whether it's the variety, I'm not too sure. It just hasn't done squat. So water chestnuts, got no idea what's going on there. Some have just keeled over.
What's that?
That is a Kent pumpkin, I think.
Why is it in the middle of the strawberry bed?
It came in with worm cast, I would say.
Okay.
Not doing too good with these water chestnuts either. Don't know why. Have no idea. So have to look into that. About the only thing I can think of doing is pulling them all out and doing them in another tub. So we'll see how we go with that one. Down here, the okra. Got a beautiful okra flower the other day. I had no idea they were so pretty. So we're starting to get a few fruit on there. W cucumbers are going bonza. The Thai basil, harvested that and had that in a coconut galangal chicken dish last night. Beautiful. Not one of these guys though, different chicken. Yacon, ground apple. Haven't harvested him yet because we've just planted him. So he's actually put on a lot of growth. That's the second lot of leaves coming through there now since we planted him a couple of weeks ago. This bed needs to be reworked for some perpetual spinach. Beans are coming on well. We've got heaps of flowers and baby beans on. This zucchini's going ape. Everything in the insect house is doing alright. The tomato needs to be thinned out a little bit, and the long Asian purple eggplant's got some flowers on. The beetroot in that little row there are doing really well. One capsicum not so crash hot or pepper. The rest are doing alright, and we've got 3 little tufts of basil up the back in our little lettuce hedge. So the obligatory ginger coming up from nowhere. Always has to happen in this bed. It was around that area last year too. So the chard's going well. The mangold, had that in the soup last night as greens. Spaghetti squash, I've just bagged them up. Last spaghetti squash we had, we got 4 fruit and all of them got blown by fruit fly. These little mini roamers are ferals or volunteers. They're not being blown by fruit fly, but they are producing so much. Some of them went in the mate's ratatouille, vegetable collection for his ratatouille the other day. Down the back here, we're on to our 3rd flush of flowers with the blueberry now. It's gone boomba alright, so it's just continuing.
There's some blue ones.
Yes, there's some nice little blue ones down in there. So, Kay, that makes us 10. 10 to your 200 anyway. Who's keeping count? Not me. It's about the flavour, not the quantity. The watermelon is going well. It's going over to that bed. Baby bear pumpkin from over that bed is trying to make it into this bed. So that's the baby bear pumpkin. It's coming from over here. Heaps of pumpkins on in there. There's one there. There's a couple down in there. There's another one over in here somewhere. There we go. There's a few more over in there. One over there got caught in the wire and he's got little indentations. I had to push him out. He was trapped in the wire. The galangal bed, I did a harvest the other day. I've really bombarded YouTube with clips this week. I did a harvest the other day and so that's the galangal I planted back in there. Just trying to open it up so these turmeric can see a bit more sunlight and get them kicking along. This ginger is doing definitely a lot better than the ginger in the other bed, that little feral bit you saw before. This one here is the Queensland ginger. This is actual root ginger we got from Green Harvest. The other ones just come from the supermarket, so I have a feeling this is a different variety because the first time we grew it, it came through like this, big and strong and really, really fast, so very impressed with that. These 2 plantings of galangal here, we're just going to start to harvest progressively now. We did a harvest the other day, like I said before, and that will do us for now, probably for about a month or so. And then as we need stuff from now on, we'll just pull it off these guys. That's the idea with all these spice beds. We're trying to get them to the point where we can just harvest what we need when we need it. Sorry for spamming you guys this week. I know I've got a fair few videos I've put up this week, but the girls have been good and I managed to get a fair few clips done, although doing schoolwork at the back here, so very chuffed with that. Which means it's good, I suppose, because it means I'm back in the garden. But anyway, also too, we nearly hit 1,000 subs. I can't believe that. We really pretty much all just started out doing this to show some people on a website and a few other friends and family interstate how we garden, and we've gotten nearly to 1,000 people, so to say thank you, I'm running a competition. There'll be a very short video on that one coming up, shorter than my normal, so check that out. It's very easy. You don't have to sub to join to enter the contest. If you're just passing by and want to have a go, not a problem. As soon as I hit 1,000 subs, I'll be pulling some names from the wall. I'll get the girls to and see how we go. Yeah, but there'll be a video on that. I'll link it somewhere here. Yeah, so I'll shut up now. Any comments, questions, suggestions, drop in the comment section below, and I'll catch you next time. With hopefully shorter clips. I'm going to try and break them up a bit, so we'll see how we go. Take it easy and catch ya.